Welcome to the definitive masterclass on maximizing sign-up bonuses for business credit cards in the year 2026. This is the single most profitable activity you can engage in as a business owner because it allows you to generate a return on investment on your spending that beats the stock market, real estate, and cryptocurrency combined. Simply by using the right piece of plastic at the right time, you can unlock thousands of dollars in free travel or cash back. The concept we are discussing today is often called churning, but we prefer to call it strategic acquisition because it is about systematically targeting the most lucrative offers from the major banks and harvesting the points to fuel your lifestyle or your bottom line. In 2026, the banks are fighting harder than ever for your business, and that competition has driven sign-up bonuses to record highs. Gone are the days where 50,000 points was a good offer. Today, we are looking at offers ranging from 100,000 to 250,000 points for a single card application. The first rule of this game is to understand that a sign-up bonus is essentially a massive discount on everything you buy. If you get a bonus worth $1,000 after spending $5,000 on the card, you are effectively getting a 20% rebate on that $5,000 of spending. There is no other legal way to get a 20% discount on your taxes, your insurance, your inventory, or your payroll. This is why you must always be working on a sign-up bonus. If you are putting spend on a card that you have already had for 2 years and you are just earning 1 point per dollar, you are leaving massive value on the table. Let us start with the crown jewel of sign-up bonuses, which is the Chase Ink family of cards. For any beginner or intermediate player, the Chase Ink Business Preferred is the starting point. In 2026, we are consistently seeing offers of 100,000 Ultimate Rewards points after spending $8,000 in the first 3 months. This is the gold standard because Chase points are so versatile. Specifically due to their transfer partnership with Hyatt, those 100,000 points can easily get you 4 nights at a luxury resort that would cost $4,000 in cash, meaning your return on spend is nearly 50%. But the strategy goes deeper because Chase allows you to hold multiple Ink cards. You can get the Ink Business Cash and the Ink Business Unlimited, both of which have no annual fee and historically offer bonuses of 75,000 to 90,000 points. The magic here is that you can get these bonuses for each separate business entity you own. If you have a consulting business and a real estate holding company, you can get the same card for both businesses and double your points. However, you must respect the Chase 524 rule, which dictates that you will be denied if you have opened 5 or more personal cards in the last 24 months. This is why you always prioritize Chase business cards. First, because they do not add to your 524 count, but you need to be under the limit to get approved. Once you have drained the value from the Chase ecosystem, it is time to look at the heavyweight champion of high-volume bonuses, which is American Express. The Amex Business Platinum card is famous for its massive targeted offers. In 2026, we are seeing targeted mailers and online offers for 150,000, 200,000, and sometimes even 250,000 membership rewards points. Typically, these require a higher minimum spend, often around $15,000 or $20,000 in 3 months. But if your business has the cash flow, these bonuses are unbeatable. The key with Amex is to look for offers that do not have the restrictive lifetime language. Normally, Amex says you can only get the bonus on a card once in a lifetime, but they frequently send out offers without this clause to attract high spenders. Finding these no lifetime language offers is the secret to getting the Business Platinum bonus multiple times over the years. Another powerhouse in the Amex lineup is the Business Gold card, which has been refreshed to offer huge bonuses, often around 130,000 points. This card is excellent because it earns 4 times points on your top categories, so you are earning a high return on the spend while you are working towards the bonus. Do not ignore the Amex Blue Business Plus either. While its bonus is smaller, usually around 15,000 or 25,000 points, it has no annual fee and is a great place to park your points to keep them alive if you decide to cancel your expensive platinum card later. Now let us pivot to Capital One, which has become a major disruptor in the business card space. The Capital One Venture X business card is a monster for big spenders. They often run tiered bonuses, where you can earn 150,000 miles for a standard spend and then an additional 150,000 miles for a massive spend threshold like $50,000 in 6 months. While this sounds like a lot of money for a small business, if you are paying for inventory or large tax bills, getting 300,000 miles in one shot is a game changer. Capital One miles are incredibly easy to use and can be transferred to obscure but valuable airline programs like Turkish Airlines or Avianca LifeMiles for incredible value on international flights. Beyond the big three, we have the dark horses like Bank of America and US Bank. The Bank of America Business Advantage cards often have cash bonuses of $500 to $750, which is lower than the travel points, but it is cold hard cash that you can put directly back into your business. US Bank has the leverage and triple cash cards, which offer solid bonuses, usually around $500 to $750 worth of points. US Bank is particularly sensitive to new accounts, so you want to apply for these when your credit report is quiet and you have not opened many cards recently. Now let us discuss the tactics of meeting these minimum spend requirements, because this is the biggest hurdle for most people. The golden rule is to never buy things you do not need just to get a bonus. That defeats the purpose. Instead, you must get creative with the expenses you already have. One of the best ways to hit a huge bonus is to pay your estimated quarterly taxes with your credit card. Yes, there is a fee of roughly 1.8% to pay the IRS with a credit card, but if you are earning a bonus worth 20%, the fee is negligible. Paying your insurance premiums in a lump sum annually instead of monthly is another great way to hit a spend requirement instantly. You can also prepay utility bills or internet bills for the year if your provider allows it, essentially front-loading your expenses to trigger the bonus immediately. For those with inventory costs, using services like Plastic or Melio allows you to pay vendors who only accept checks or wires using your credit card for a small fee of around 2.9%. Again, the math works in your favor when you are chasing a huge sign-up bonus. Another critical strategy is timing your applications. You do not want to apply for 5 cards in one day because you will likely get flagged for fraud and denied. A safe velocity is usually 1 business card every 3 months. This pace allows you to consistently earn 4 big bonuses a year, which could easily total 500,000 points, totaling $10,000 or more in travel value. You also need to be organized. Use a spreadsheet to track exactly when you open the card, what the minimum spend requirement is, and the deadline to meet it. Missing a bonus by $50 because you miscalculated the deadline is a tragedy you must avoid. Remember that the annual fee does not count towards the minimum spend, so if the requirement is $5,000, you effectively need to spend $5,000 plus the annual fee. Let us also talk about the impact on your credit score. Many people worry that opening too many cards will ruin their credit. But with business cards, the impact is minimal. When you apply, there is a temporary dip of maybe 5 points due to the hard inquiry. But because most business cards do not report the new account to your personal credit report, your average age of accounts and your utilization remain unaffected. In fact, having more total credit available to you usually helps your score in the long run as long as you pay your bills on time. However, you must be careful with closing cards. Do not close a card immediately after getting the bonus. Banks hate this and they will blacklist you or claw back your points. The rule of thumb is to keep the card open for at least 12 months. When the second annual fee posts, you can then call to cancel or downgrade the card to a no annual fee version. This shows the bank that you are a good customer and keeps you in their good graces for future applications. In 2026, we are also seeing more relationship bonuses, where banks will give you a higher credit card bonus if you also open a business checking account with them. For example, Chase might offer an extra 20,000 points if you open a business checking account alongside your Ink card. Always look for these bundles as they are low-hanging fruit. Another trend to watch is the rise of fintech cards like Brix and Ramp. While they typically do not offer the massive points bonuses of the traditional banks, they often offer huge cash back incentives